Hello everyone, and welcome in to the, of course, second annual Love You Miss You Mean It Memorial Tournament. I'm your host, Peyton on Tetris, or however you want to call me. We're just getting situated at the moment. We, of course, we'll have a special guest for you today. Just a minute. Yeah, hi. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get them on the line on Discord, and we'll be back in a moment. Hello. We have a special guest here. Want to say hi?
Hello, I am a special guest. That is me.
I mean, if people read, they would see the very special guest spoiler. But of course, we have the back-to-back C-Tech champion and CTWC juggernaut, Nev.
Yeah, hi. I'm glad to be here.
I'm happy to have you. Quite the prolific DAS player yourself. Have some of the most impressive 29 play I think I've ever seen with DAS.
It's pretty much the only thing I play with DAS, so...
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't, I'm not up there with the players we will be seeing today, in case of 18 and 19 play, for sure, but I hope I can do a good job of portraying their thoughts and breaking down their stacking a bit.
Yeah. I mean, you're definitely one of the best in the world at the moment. That's no, I mean, that might even be an understatement, but so it'll be good to really have your expertise and analysis and everything. And it's exciting. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too.
So both players are on for you, so you can actually see things.
That would be helpful.
Yeah. So both players are warming up. You see DMJ is actually using the original cartridge. No modified ROM is going to modify it with the use of a Game Genie for score uncap. Because both of these players are definitely capable of maxing out the game. You want to be able to easily distinguish, the score and not have to go through calculations and be able to provide real-time updates to both players when they're playing.
Yeah, it won't be unlikely that we'll be seeing some max outs today.
I mean, let's go through just the course of the players we have. In this top four, we have DMJ and Mark will be starting things off. DMJ, of course, a tribe or like a tribord player in terms of having a trifecta. Very competent all three play styles. Obviously does roll for his main playing style, but a very prolific DAS player as well as tapper. Has very high scores with all three, and is just a very good player, great person, really wonderful. And we have also Mark Migas, who is a two-time DAS 1.3 player with many high 1.2s with DAS. Definitely.
Yeah, Mark definitely capable of scoring very high, but that doesn't mean he's not consistent. of course, as he made it to the semifinals of this tournament.
And did not have an easy route to get there. If we really quick go look at the bracket, you can see Mark had to make all the way through, starting with a bye with Torja, Peak Eric to get here. All very solid players. I mean, and the scores indicate, you know, 3-0, 3-0, and 3-1. So it seemed like a very, very, very strong showing there. And with that quarterfinal matchup between Peak Eric, Mark maxed out in a game. It was very,
Wow.
very
Go
strong
3-0
play.
against Torja, that's not easy.
Not at all. And DMJ, same story here. Had, you know, a lot of good players on the way here. Just starting off first match against Mark, and different Mark, both German Marks, but Mark with a Q, able to make his way through there, and then played Matt Martin and swept Matt Martin, which is crazy to me. Matt Martin was the second place finalist for the LYMYMI Memorial Tournament last year, and you know, a very strong player in his own regard. Also, you know, put up a really good fight, but DMJ was just able to take him, and then DMJ played Yaper and was in a decider there and took it 3-2. Very beautiful match. So yeah, that's just a rundown of what the players have done thus far.
DMJ is saying 50% of my opponents are marks.
DMJ saying good luck, have fun, ready as well. And I don't know if I missed it from Mark, but Mark says ready. Saying good luck, have fun, ready. So we guess we're gonna count down game number 1 of the semifinals here. Would you like to do the honors on the countdown?
I could. I can't start it. I'm not moderated on the channel, so.
Okay, well, I will type it in right now, and here we go.
3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Yay! Let's go! This is an all DAS matchup. This whole tournament is DAS only.
I don't know what DMJ was doing there, but for the rest, the gameplay looks smooth, so.
Yeah. Of course, both players very, very, very solid. I enjoy both of them. I enjoy watching them. I've never played, I don't know. I might have played DMJ. Yeah, I played DMJ one time. But I don't know if I've ever played Mark, and I definitely really want to. They're both really fun players to watch. Really, really good with the game. Mechanically, really good game sense. Just, they have everything situated very well, and I'm very happy that they're both able to participate. Of course, for those coming in who might not be too familiar with the game, this is the 1989 version of Tetris on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Specifically the NTSC, so North American region, the version of the game. And specifically to this tournament, they are all playing with the original, or with the delayed auto shift playstyle, which is the playstyle you use when you're just kind of holding the D-pad down. There's a lot of nuance to the playstyle, and that's how you kind of become a master at this game, and you'll be able to see both of them show that off here. For the first 30 lines, I mean, DMJ at 106,000 and Mark at 123, so very close to start things off, only separated by a Tetris in the early stages.
Yeah, DMJ handling these pieces very well. That was quite unfortunate. Was kind of forced to set up for the dirty there, but it works out very well, so props to him there. Mark, it looks like just staying clean, which is of course what you want.
Mark has some of the best adjustments for a DAS player on 18 speed altogether. That's one of the reasons why he's constantly able to crank out such high efficiency transition scores. And I think, you know, it was demonstrated very well in the last round of the tournament. But even then, you know, I'm sure you'll get to see some mind-blowing adjustments from him today.
I will definitely be keeping an eye out for that.
I mean, there's not many people that know adjustments quite as well as you, so.
I mean, it's very different using DAS.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what Mark can do.
And also, like I mentioned earlier, DMJ is, you know, multiple different playstyles. Mark also has tapped quite a bit in in a lot of his games as well. And is very good with hyper tap as well.
Yeah, I think he has a 1.2 or something.
Very, very, very good player all around. And that's the thing, when you get to the high level of play that you'll see, especially from these two, when you're good with one playstyle, you kind of are able to use that and, you know, pick up on some of the nuances quicker in the other playstyles. You know, you might not be the best DAS player in the world, but you're able, just because you have the game knowledge and the stacking knowledge already, just focus more time on learning the other mechanics itself with the playstyle, in this case DAS, and you can just translate that to your gameplay, which is really, really fun to watch. And it's fun to watch people who don't primarily play DAS as well, like DMJ, and see, you know, some things that they might do that traditional DAS players would tend to shy away from. A beautiful little OJ there for DMJ. Keeping the board clean. Unfortunately, the column 9, well, not the best in terms of efficiency, but able to knock it down, lower the stack enough where I think DMJ will probably just opt to burn this as soon as possible. And DMJ taking the burns there, does have a bar dependency in column 3, gets the bar sitting at 349,000 points, so about 100,000 point lead for Mark Migas here. And, you know,
yeah, Mark with a great game going.
Definitely shooting for a low 500k transition here. At 469 and 117 lines. So still has a few Tetrises left before going to 19 speeds. Beautiful tuck accommodation there for that square. And the pieces aren't so favorable, but Mark is handling it beautifully. Getting droughted, but gets the bar, takes the Tetris, so we'll be able to Tetris into transition here, or take a double, and the bar comes, and we're gonna get the Tetris for the 525 into 19 for Mark, and DMJ will take the Tetris here to go in at 467. So a little bit less of a lead here for Mark because of that drought, but DMJ handled things beautifully too, and was very efficient with the last 20 or so lines on 18. But we are underway, and still about 80,000 point lead for Mark, which, you know,
Ooh, beautiful delayed burn for DMJ there.
really need to, you know, if you're a DAS player, you try to stack on as much efficiency on the 18 speeds as possible, because, you know, your opponents, especially if you're playing against a different play style. So both of these players, you know, I'm sure are so used to playing against high-level tappers and rollers that they kind of keep that mindset here, but it is mentally a slightly different game when you're playing against a DAS player. But you still obviously want to be as efficient as possible, as we see with Mark here going to 693, still in level 22. Kind of running away a little bit.
Mark increasing the lead even.
That spin though for DMJ will make it a nice small burn solve.
Yeah, that was a beautiful spin.
There's not, setting up for a nice little off center well Tetris, and it's gonna keep the column 8 potentially. has had the chance to burn this down. Oh, wow. What a beautiful burn and a Tetris for DMJ.
Yeah, nice work from DMJ. He kind of needs to eke out efficiency wherever he can when he's this far behind. And he's doing it very well. He's taking some more risks, but not so much more that he will just top out immediately.
Like, very smart burns that are capable here. Even like we saw that, it was a little bit of a riskier stack, but DMJ also kind of just has the knowledge to know how to stack and how to accommodate burns very neatly. And unfortunately, though, the efficiency is just getting slowed down ever so much. And Mark, 200,000 point lead in 26, sitting at 871,000 points.
Mark on base to max out. However, it does have a risky setup. Does get the long bar though, so.
And yes, you might notice Mark's colors are slightly different. Mark does play on a Retron, so on certain TVs, those are almost, unplayable with how dark they are. Oh, and DMJ, that's going to be at 677. But so Mark just finished this game off with this Tetris. One more will be the max out. And gets the bar, gets the max out. First game. And Mark will be getting the first max out of the day. GG's. And I mean, DMJ played very well, did what he had to, and just Mark was just way too efficient. Not at all a bad thing, especially, for Mark. An absolute beautiful game. I mean, it shows just how great he is with DAS. So we have the ready from Mark for game 2. Also shows what pro he is. Doesn't need recovery time at all after maxing. I know I've played many matches where, the one time I've maxed in a match, I need like a 10-minute break. Both players are ready, so let's count down for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I think we've kind of gotten a little desensitized to max outs in comp, just because it's a very prevalent thing, especially at the highest levels of competition. But it is still not an easy thing to do at all. I mean, maxing out on a solo session is still, a very impressive accomplishment. And having the added pressure of playing against another individual is, it puts a lot of extra work onto you. And to see players, be able to do it so beautifully and so consistently with DAS is just wonderful. I mean, if you were to go back even 5-6 years ago and show a lot of the prolific DAS players back then what most DAS players are able to do, and just really quick, that Vits for DMJ. Oh my god, beautiful, beautiful, and gets rewarded, gets the Tetris score to 93,000. If you were to go back in time to show, DAS players of like 2017 and 2016 era, what the playstyle could evolve to, because of the development of new playstyles like tapping and rolling, I think they would be very shocked to see what what they thought as once was kind of mundane and had its limits fully pushed. Well, most of them at least. Hopefully they would all be supportive and excited to see what the playstyle can do. And that's one of the wonderful things about these tournaments, I mean, this one specifically, it is to remember the late great Jonas Neubauer. Everything he did for the scene. He was the ambassador of ClassicTetris, and to show love and respect for everything that he did. None of us would be here without him, and we miss him dearly every day. And best way you can pay tribute to someone by showing them, what he was able to help cause. That being said,
Well said.
Mark has definitely Ooh, beautiful burn with that J, but has made it kind of a comeback. Has taken the lead back from DMJ. Had a little bit of a rough start, but you know, 201,000 through 47 lines. Not necessarily the efficiency that he was on last game, but still very solid game.
Yeah, about equal paces for both players.
Welcome in, Mark. Went well today. Yeah, Mark. I really would like to see, you know, this be a decider in a very selfish manner. When you're commentating a lot of the time, I know I like to see deciders. Even if I'm tired, you know, I'd rather go the extra mile, see the extra Tetris. And I think, you know, both of these players have the potential to push each other to a decider. DMJ definitely keeping it in close reach, about a Tetris considering the pace differential. Now not so much, about 3 Tetrises there. But still able to keep it clean and keep the board healthy, and DMJ is going to knock down 2 Tetrises to go to 308,000. So just under a Tetris now, separating the 2 players. Mark opting not to burn. Now does, because the board was getting too high. And has a nice, healthy, clean board. I mean, keeping, you know, the board very accommodating for all pieces.
Yeah, but that drought really just immediately had DMJ just catch up.
Yeah, that's the one thing about
3 Tetrises is now just nothing.
That's the one thing about non-same piece set matches that really, you know, it brings up that big variance, is the fact that, you know, one massive drought for a player can just shift the tide no matter how well you're playing. Oh, that burn with that J for DMJ, yeah, nice was burn. Very smart.
DMJ tried to adjust for the long bar with that J piece, but unfortunately rotated it the wrong way, so it made some holes, but fortunately able to just burn it off with one bridge burn.
And still about a Tetris separating the 2 players here. Nothing too drastic, but Mark gets another bar, and DMJ does have a little bit of a slightly more treacherous board. Nothing terrifying by any means, able to build out the middle a little, and perfect bar and J timing. Absolutely amazing play from on 18 for both these players, looking for mid 500k transitions here. If, you know, the game cooperates and gives them the bars.
Of course.
You see, Mark did have to do a little bit of burning just because of the height of the stack, but still keeping the board very clean. Now that right is uncovered, and takes a couple burns and is able to take the Tetris, go to 509. DMJ does have to burn at least 1 line. Opens up and gets the Tetris, so both players will be transitioning with 500k games. Or 500,000.
Yeah, a lot closer than last game.
Yeah, I mean, we're only separated by about a Tetris here, and Mark gets the bar over.
Ooh.
And does still have, you know, it's not Tetris ready stack.
Getting a bit scary for Mark, but that long bar will definitely help. Oh my god,
so many squares! Yeah, Tetris for DMJ, and like 5 squares for Mark in short succession.
Yeah, so simul digs here, but both players getting out. Very well played from both.
Mark gets the Tetris, DMJ gets the Tetris, so we're still separate. I mean, this is neck and neck if you consider the pace here of 155 line. Oh, but DMJ hangs the bar, so he's gonna have to do some burning just to get the stack lower and make it easier to get something over in the column 1.
It's still neck and neck, so they can afford it.
And DMJ going with the left well, gets the left well Tetris. And beautiful burn there. DMJ is gonna opt to go with, oh, maybe not so much. I thought it was gonna go for the left well, but wants to try to burn some pieces off. Is going to. DMJ just absolutely going to town. Did not have full dash there, so got
Mark.
the quick top. On Mark's board, It's gonna need something for that right side. Gets the bar and gets it
Oh, gets
over!
the bar over.
And
That was a really tough spot to keep Das in. And still not out of it.
This is not an easy state to be in if you're Mark.
Oh my god, that...
But beautiful dash control. Oh.
Ooh.
Gets the bar for column 9.
The bar over.
Nice flat burn with it.
Mark's just surviving right now.
That's gonna
And
be it at
will
7:30.
not be able to survive, so
this is a
DMJ with the chase down. One Tetris will be enough, but just lining out until 29 would also work.
He needs to get the 731. And it's clean. You know, it's in this situation, Das is such a tricky playstyle where, you know, one little hang up or one little issue could throw it all away. I know I've lost chase downs by under 100 points because of that. So it's, do you just take the line out? I mean, if I'm DMJ, I'm just taking the line out.
For sure.
And I think he's thinking the exact same thing. 731, I can do that. Couple doubles, it's fine. I just need, actually, it's good there!
It's good, yeah.
We are tied.
Oh,
at
GG's.
1 apiece. I'm looking just to get the kill screen. Maybe set up for 2 to get kill screen Tetris potentially. Game not cooperating though.
Maybe going for a level 30. Did not get the pieces, but
still.
yeah, GG's.
GG's, and we were tied at 1 apiece. What you like to see in any tournament is good competitive Tetris. You're okay, DMJ. Bathroom. In the meantime, we'd like to thank one of our lovely, lovely sponsors. Steve DeLuca has been an amazing champion for the scene. Not champion in terms of winning, but in terms of doing so many wonderful things and providing love, support, and just amazing things for everyone. And that includes sponsoring the Classic Tetris community with this company, of course. Total Radness. Able to provide you with, you know, controllers that you might see certain players like Cheese using. It's called the Goofy Foot controller, which maps the controls to be inverted and is very useful for rolling. He has those for sale on his website. You can also use an exclamation point command in the chat to get more information about that, but he has, you know, hardware, controllers, stickers, music, and of course many different things that you can go, and actually right there you can join the TWO and Goof Troop on his website. Use exclamation point Goof, and you know, Steve is very wonderful, shows a lot of love, and you know, we just want to show that love back to him every single day. You know, Steve goes out of his way, goes to events, helps sponsor prizes, is amazing. An absolute, absolute homie in all ways.
Yeah, great guy.
Once both players are ready, we can get this counted down. If they're ready from Mark. And they're ready. Good luck from DMJ. Let's count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Of course, show some love. I have pinned a link also to Steve's shop for Total Redness in the chat, so if anyone might have missed, anything there and wants to check them out, feel free to check out the link that is pinned in the chat. And we are underway. DMJ with a little bit of a trickier start here.
Nice duck setup there.
And gets a Tetris. What? Someone asking in the chat, what happens if if somehow both players stop out the same points in line count? Then that match does not, or that game does not count. And you redo it. As
far as I know, that hasn't happened before though, in any actual tournaments.
Yeah, the closest we have gotten was a single point, which someone in this commentary booth knows very well.
Yeah.
For those who might not know what happened, Tetris was victorious by a single point before. So, yeah. And it was the 6-4 Invitational Tournament, I believe.
That's correct, yeah. I was playing Hydron Dude and he did not look at the score correctly for the chase down, so he thought that before he actually reached the score he needed.
And luckily for both players, they were kind of in the same footing in terms of rough pieces, so we see Mark with a little bit of a lead here now, but it was very close up until like 2 pieces ago.
It's still very close,
yeah.
Only 1 Tetris difference, not even.
Has there been 2 Club Zeros? I'm sure. I mean,
maybe like in your DAS 29 star tournament.
Yeah. I'm sure that happened at least a few times. Yeah. Speaking of which, I definitely want to do more of those. Those are fun. They're also... Oh, DMJ! It's a little bit of early shift there.
Won't be too big of a problem, but I will take a couple burns.
And DMJ keeping the burn possibility open, and is going to take the burn.
I don't remember any games where both players topped out on 0 points on 18.
I mean, just with the, probability, with how many games have been played, I'm sure it's happened.
I am not sure. Might have happened, but I don't know. Maybe in a friendly or something.
Yeah. Not in CTWC or anything. I mean, there's only been a few, like a handful of 0 point top outs in CTWC history. Ooh, Mark's board getting a little bit tricky here. Good dash control will be very helpful. Able to burn that down. Yeah. There was actually
very well played.
Yeah, very beautiful, very beautiful. The
I
video
did
about
not get the right pieces for most of that dig, but he managed to make it work out. Okay, sorry, I'll let you talk.
Yeah, you're all good. The 0 point game that you're probably thinking about is GameScout's most recent video about Alex T against Sidnev. Funny enough how multiple things have happened with you, but yeah, it was in CTM Masters a few months ago, and it was just an unfortunate 0 start top out, or it's not 0 start, but 0 point top out. And there was also in CTWC, well, let's see, this year Tristop had one, last year Nevinator, and then the year before was Blank, and then I think there might have been only one other. Was it Quaid's?
Oh, I'm surprised you're remembering all of these.
Maybe Quaid's brother.
Quaid's brother? I'm pretty sure he didn't qualify for CTWC.
I think it was, I don't know, 2016 might have been it. I don't know. That's too far back. That was before I was even in the scene. This is me just trying to remember historical stuff. But anyways, we're getting close to transition, and I've definitely neglected giving a score update here to the players. So let's give it one right before the transition. 449 for DMJ, 479 for Mark Migas. And DMJ with a... We'll have to do something here. Is able to take a Tetris into the... Oh, actually, that burn was so smart! And still has the Tetris set up. Had a hole in the stack and was able to use the flat burn with the bar to open up the hole before transition, and transitions at 478. Mark takes the double, gets the bar though immediately after transitioning, and it's gonna take a triple. It's going very well for Mark.
Always looks like Mark's playing so risky, but he always makes it work out in some way.
I mean, there's very few people who know the DAS playstyle better than Mark.
Yeah, DMJ some burning right now. Does make it work out though, it looks like.
That was a very nice, you know, set of moves there for DMJ to accommodate those pieces. I mean, if you're either player, you really can't be disappointed losing to one of each other. You're both, you know, top tier Tetris players. And as long as you give it your best shot, I mean, all that matters. At this point, you know, we're all doing it because we love this game and we love Jonas and everything he stood for. So you want to give him, you know, give the best memory that you can for him.
For sure. Yeah, it looks like Mark again with a around 100,000 point lead, just like game 1.
DMJ just had some unfortunate early burning in 19.
But what matters is that he survived.
Yep.
He still has a chance.
All it takes is Mark to get into, you know, level of burning, and it can be completely even again. And we see Mark, it does have to do some burning, but opens up, or keeps that L hole open and gets the L, so.
Oh, nice burn from DMJ there. Unfortunately, didn't exactly work out with the pieces he was getting.
Mark, a couple beautiful burns, opens up that right side, and gets a Tetris going to 733 and 26, so not quite maxed out pace like game 1, but still one solid game. And 100,000 point lead still for Mark.
Yeah, so Mark still ahead, and DMJ just not really able to set up much.
But you know, the last 2 levels of 19 play.
Oh, Mark!
And that's gonna be it for Mark.
Mark tops out.
So
DMJ needs 769, which is
possible.
2 more Tetrises.
2 Tetrises, but this is not gonna be easy.
Maybe no, really 2 Tetrises. So it's gonna have to set up here in this dirty column 7, 8. I don't know. Oh, the spin tuck has to make this work.
Getting the pieces for it.
He doesn't have any burns though.
Oh no! Ah.
Unfortunate there for DMJ, but
still,
GG still.
Valiant effort up until the last. Had 1 burn left. It was such a good attempt. Just the game.
Yeah, just didn't get the pieces for it.
Ooh, I feel that in like my feet going a little tingly after that. I was like getting nervous. It's like when I felt like I was playing that.
Yeah, pretty big game go to Mark there. DMJ will have to win the following to stay in the tournament.
It's gonna be a spicy one. I mean, this game 4 is gonna be. I'm excited for it. I mean, this is a whole tournament making performance for DMJ here, potentially. I mean, if any player can do it, I know DMJ is more than capable. Just needs to take a moment and get his composure.
Yeah, better take as much time as you need to prepare. Of course, wouldn't want to rush out the start and get an early top out. That's the last thing you would want.
Just take a sip or two of water. Just you got this. You want the best Tetris possible from both these players, and I know for certainly that they're both good. And DMJ saying ready. Let's count down game number 4 then, from 4 in 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris! DMJ with the bar dependency in column 4, but gets the bar and actually builds out the stack beautifully. Exaggerated double wide, takes a couple burns into there and gets the Tetris. Everything you like to see. You know, very safe. When you're in, I always find when you're down 2-1 a harder position than when you're down 2-0. I don't know why. It always just feels more stressful than when you're down 2-0. I guess it's because you have more to give up. Because you've already won a game.
I wouldn't know. Some mental thing.
Yeah.
I just feel stressed whenever I'm down at any games, so...
That's understandable. I mean, that comes down to Tetris being an extremely mental game on top of, you know, mechanics and great control in your playstyle.
Sure, something I myself have definitely underestimated for a long time. How important the mental game is. Nice adjustment for DMJ for the long bar.
Slight lead here for Mark, but only 6-line difference. 2-line difference now. So it's still very close. Disapproving head shake there. Going with the bar dependency, fills it in. Beautiful burn.
Yeah, good decision burning it down and not going for the Tetris.
Yeah, I know that's also in terms of mental game, like we we're just mentioning. Sometimes when you're in a tough position, you might make a call like that just to go for the Tetris versus burning it. And that's what, there's a lot of factors that really goes into competitive Tetris that, you know, just from watching it, you don't really consider until you're either in the shoes or, you know, closely in with people who are in that exact situation. I mean, that's one of the things that I think is really fascinating about competitive Tetris as well. We have a score update through 60 lines here. We have DMJ sitting at 229,000 points through 64 lines. So just shy of, you know, a comfortable, still at about 500k transition pace. Mark, 267 through 61 lines. Both these players are only separated by a little over a Tetris.
DMJ with some early shifts, unfortunately. Won't be too tough to burn out of, but will cost some pace.
Mark Mark doing everything almost perfectly. Super solid in his stacking fundamentals here and just demonstrating it very beautifully.
Yeah, just keeping the stack clean.
At the end of the day, that's really, you know, what wins your games is clean, safe, healthy stacking. You know, there's only so much crazy, like, risky stacking can accomplish for you unless you have the option to escape it. I mean, you see a lot of people even who might stack a little more erratically or aggressive. When they stack aggressive, they still provide outlets or means for them to get out of the situations.
Like, really like that flat bar burn from Mark there.
Yeah. You notice?
I myself would have put it in column 9 set up for the Tetris and likely topped out shortly after because it was way too risky.
You notice DMJ had the option as well with how he was just stacking. He was going a little bit aggressively, but column 8 was also very much in a place where he could, you know, put a piece in there to lower the stack if needed, even though he was just focusing on trying to build out that left side more. And just like that, takes the Tetris, only still down by about 2 Tetrises.
Yeah.
So definitely, you know, it was a little bit of a dicier situation than he would have liked. When Mark just not getting great pieces for the stack. Have a hole in row 4.
The worst place to have a hole.
It mitigates
It
at
was
least
just a bit
Tetris.
higher than, yeah, you would have had a Tetris setup. Yeah, gonna need to take more burns, so both players actually very similar in pace.
This is definitely a neck and
Mark
neck
going
game.
for the Tetris here though.
And gets rewarded and gets the Tetris! Now 484, the DMJ's 473. The DMJ only 2 lines left till the transition. And that right side is pretty high.
DMJ with in a bit of a tough spot.
Oh, with that square hang!
It's not impossible.
Needs a bar.
The speed though. Yeah, and that's gonna be
it.
undoable.
Unfortunately for DMJ.
Unfortunate for DMJ, but definitely some good games there. Of course, even getting to the semifinals of this tournament, that's not even his main playstyle. So massive props to DMJ here.
I think everyone should definitely give a round of applause for DMJ for making it this far, putting up some great games against Mark. And congratulations to Mark for making it to the finals. And we'll be playing the winner of Sharky and Eliwa. DMJ, listen, I am proud of you for doing this. I think everyone's here is proud of you. You did phenomenal, and to make it this far into a tournament on a tertiary playstyle is amazing. And I lost for words. But yeah. Guess we'll get set up for the next game. Let's see where we are on the schedule. We are in a good spot for that. So the bracket not quite updated, but you can imagine that Mark will be in the finals there. We're perfectly on schedule. Perfect! Love when that happens. I read the schedule this time before streaming, unlike the other day. That's all on me. Oh, and then it's just Sharky and Elmo. Actually, perfectly on schedule. Wow. Yeah, we'll just get set up really quick and we'll get going there. So it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, no problem, Mark. I mean, you're playing, so didn't really expect Sharky's on main. Sure. Transform. And of course, Mark, securing himself a spot in the finals, will be getting a prize. That's exciting to see. You'll love to see it. Oops, that's me. There we go. We have both players, Sharky, all ready. In the last, actually, the last round, Sharky had, got into a really good rhythm, was just vibing. It was really nice, and you like to see both players just enjoying the game that they're playing. This tournament means a lot for both of them. Yeah, best of luck to both of these players in our second semifinals match. Of course, just getting some warm-ups in right before. LYMYMI and Sharky. And of course, the winner of this will be taking on Mark Migas in the finals. Will it be all the CTG scene, potentially, in the finals, or will it be Sharky? So once we get the readies from both players, of course, no rush, still get your warm-up in. Want you to be comfortable and into the rhythm. What was the game error?
Oh, I actually found it?
True! Sky with the CTG versus the other CTG. What was the game? I'm curious what it was though. Like I kind of need to know this for my own satisfaction. Ah, 760 to 760. Peter versus Alex Kerr 2018 known Xbox. I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh right.
I
No Xbox. That makes sense.
Yeah, I remember that now. I'm impressed that you were able to find that, honestly. I guess narrowing it down to being in person makes it easier. But still. There's been a lot of in-person matches. Ellie was saying ready. Ready. For Sharky. Sharky with getting into the rhythm. Very fun player to watch for that too. Sharky definitely kind of has made the statement, but has shown that, you know, there's a big rhythm to Das as well, you know, into the play style, the timing thing, that's why he pushes down. It's very much timing dependent. But yeah, very exciting match here. This is gonna be a good one. Two very fun Das players. I mean, two very fan-loved Das players here. Potentially,
Yeah, for sure.
Two of the most popular all around. I mean, Eliwa definitely made quite the impact, especially in the European scene. Wonderful, very beloved, very good at the game. Sharky's done so much for this community outside of just playing, and is also a very prolific player. Many accolades to his name. But yeah, best of luck to both of these players here. Is there a prize pool? Not specifically a prize pool, but there are prizes. Or just yeah, there are prizes for well, from me. It just probably logistically, you know, if it's 2 European winners, it might take a little bit extra work to get them to them, because I don't want to spend 100 plus shipping trophies again on both of them. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, there'll be trophies again this year for first and second place. I am looking forward, of course, to being able to send them again. I mean, last year, Tegamek did win, and Matt Martin. So hopefully this time, you know, it might take a little bit to get them, if it's both Mark and Eliwa, but either way, you know, Mark will be getting one. It'll just be a fun way to try to figure out the logistics for that. But anyways, enough with that. Good luck to both these players. We have readies. Sharky just getting some stretching in. Eliwa's ready. I know I definitely want to give Sidnev another countdown, because they're always fun.
Sure.
Okay. We have the hover 3 from Sharky. We're ready from Eliwa. And I'm ready. Are you ready?
Anytime.
Okay, so let's count it down then. In
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Tetris. Good luck, have fun to both of these players, and of course I am super excited for this. And I think everyone here is. This is your second semifinals match here for the LYMYMI Memorial Tournament. This is between Sharky and Eliwa. Two very lovely people in the community, as well as amazing players. I mean, if they weren't amazing, they wouldn't be where they are here. Very just a tough situation to start this off, though. Opens up the hole and able to downstack us. Yeah. It was just a tough set of pieces.
Yeah, tough pieces followed by nice pieces.
Yep. And just, you know, kept calm. A lot of people would have started the panic already. It's all good.
Yeah, gets his first Tetris there, so will be able to continue normally.
For those who might have watched CTWC this year, you did notice that Sharky both was one of the main commentators, as well as a player. Well, like I said earlier, quite the versatile person in the Tetris community, and lots of accolades, and has just done wonderful things all around. Has his own tournament he runs, a very good player in comp, fun all around, and does a lot. Probably one of the biggest, current biggest ambassadors for the ClassicTetris community that we have. Content creator, just a whole bunch. Sharky does a lot. And beautiful. I think that might have been a small quick tap to get that L all the way over to the left, but Sharky did it beautifully. And it is a close game, separated by about Tetris here, pace considered. Beautiful spin. No bar
Yeah,
dependent.
Sharky playing well, but still a bit behind Eliwa, who is having a pretty good game here.
Sharky for a second was like, okay, I'm gonna go dirty, and was like, no, absolutely not. Seeing that just decision making, but the game just not cooperating. Almost forcing him to, but Sharky just burning it down. Best to be safe.
Yeah, still a similar difference in pace in the two players. Eliwa about 2 Tetrises ahead.
And of course, Sharky does push down, so you will see a lot of divergence in the line count as the game progresses. But, you know, there's a lot of people who say pushing down is bad, but I mean, are they a DAS 1.2 player? I'm not.
I'm also not.
That's,
Oh, Eliwa getting
no.
very high up there.
Gonna need a bar now, or
That's
some
a good
beautiful
burn.
flat burns. And she's doing this. Oh, beautiful
Ooh.
flat burn! And she's gonna open
And
this.
that L for the triple. Oh my god.
That would have killed 90% of DAS players, if not higher percentage. She kept calm, beautiful pieces, kept her composure.
That's insane.
Wow, and scored a Tetris.
Yeah, out of that, did lose some pace to Sharky though. However, since Sharky is pushing down, they are at about the same pace.
I'd say just a slight lead here for Sharky. Very minimal.
Yes.
Definitely one of the digs of the whole tournament. Sharky getting a little high here with 20 lines left before the transition, but able to get that T over to kind of just start funneling the stack down a little bit.
Does take the triple. The right move, of course. That's close before transition.
And Tetris, one more available before we'll transition with at least 400,000 points. You know, makes it with 4
Because
more
of that,
left.
Eliwa does have the potential to build up a bit of a lead.
Sharky transitions with the Tetris 430, Eliwa at 405,000 points. And, you know, you have a little bit of connection with both these players. You've actually met both of them in person.
That's true, yeah.
Something I can't say. I mean, I've met Sharky. Probably meet him again very soon, hopefully. Hopefully he goes to Texas, or to Waco. And hopefully I'll get the chance to meet Eliwa, if the world allows me.
I hope you get to meet her too. She's wonderful.
Oh, yeah, we're on post-transition play. Sharky takes the Tetris here. The pass 500,000, 513. Aliwa with a little bit of aggression here. But, you know, able to downstack it. Needs the patience. Only a few more burns. Oh, but as soon as I say that, the Z comes at the worst possible time.
Yeah, that was a very bad Z, but not unmanageable.
Oh, and that L helps.
Yes, however, Sharky is scoring, so...
Sharky
And
with
focusing on staying alive, of course, but she's falling a bit behind too, and... Oh, these pieces. Unfortunate for Ilya there. And Sharky will take that round.
So Sharky is good for game number 1. Definitely a little bit of a suffer 18 there, but I mean, able to squeeze out quite the 19. That's all it really, you know, all it really mattered. Yeah, I mean, really want to handle those pieces almost as well as she could. Just it was a little tricky. Definitely a little tricky. But nonetheless. Oh, we have the hover 3 from Sharky. I don't know if I missed it. Well, just take some time to breathe. Both these players are very wonderful. Both at the game, and they're both hovering 3. So I guess we can count down game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Ooh, rough start for Eliwa here. Just to keep it under, you know, keep it calm and composed. Oh, we saw her handle much worse yesterday in the last game. It's not a rolling game, so it's not going to take a whole day. But it's all good, and she's handling it very well. Gets a perfect square to open up the right side. Sharky does have a little bit of a lead, but well, simul Tetris there actually, so it's very good.
Pretty much a non-existent lead.
Neck and neck.
Ooh, missed with the square from Ellie, but got the right pieces to handle it.
Ooh, Sharky in a little bit of a tough situation here now. He's going to need to be very calm. Holds out for that bar and gets it. A lot of blue pieces, a lot of J's and S's. And burned it down and dug out of it and gets the Tetris! 162 for Sharky through 49 lines, 158 for Eliwa through 43 lines. Of course, momentum favoring Sharky ever so slightly after getting the first game. Ooh, those Z's! So many Z's in a row for Sharky. Able to get the bar from the Tetris, but a little bit of a conglomerate of Z's right there. Like, you know, me last night. I was so sleepy. That was so bad. That was so bad.
I really like that.
And Elliot doing beautifully, of course, on solving this. Not opting to put extra weight on the holes there.
Yeah, she's doing the best she can with the pieces she's getting. But...
Ooh, Sharky unable to get that Z all the way over, but adjusted last second on the next piece. He wasn't quite expecting it, but got a Tetris, so vibing. And Sharky's gonna do what he can to actually take some weight off and open up the holes. Love to see it. Beautiful burn with the J4 Sharky. Sharky opens up the hole on row 1, and it's gonna set up for the Tetris here. Will the bar come? And it does come! Takes the Tetris go to 296,000 points. So a little bit of a lead here. Pace considering 14 line difference, or 10 line difference, and only about 2 Tetrises, so it's just still pretty neck and neck, all things considered. The one thing, you know, despite what Eliwa had to go through, he's been keeping it close.
Yep, I was keeping pace.
When you're playing against a player like Sharky, that's what you exactly have to do. And Tetris there for Sharky. So opening up, I think, an extra Tetris on the pace.
Yeah, Sharky's been playing very efficient for these past couple lines.
But still squeeze out, I mean, a very solid transition score. Tetris there, one more available now. Will be just shy of a 500k transition. How about Tetris shy? Bunch of jagged pieces, but Tetris 4 Sharky does have a little nice built double wide there though, and is able to skim and take a Tetris for the 512. Eliwa, 221 lines, 380,000 points. Sharky just going to town now. You see him in his rhythm. There's almost no stopping Sharky once he gets into his rhythm. Ooh, that square might have been a little aggressive, but it paid off beautifully. You see Sharky just wanting to maximize the efficiency.
That JP is on columns 8 and 9 too.
Yeah. I mean, he knows what Eliwa can do. You don't want to risk, you know, when you're playing against a player that's very good. You have to sometimes do things you might not be super comfortable with, but, you know, when you're in the rhythm, it pays off.
He doesn't look very uncomfortable, I must say.
Yeah, he just looks like he's vibing. I mean,
Eliwa, no! For Eliwa.
And that's gonna be it at 444. No. But if you're Sharky, that's a oh yeah moment as you get your second heart of the game. Very unfortunate situation. Also, the kind of pace for Sharky. 740 into 24. Not PB pace, but still very solid pace. Especially after not having a 500k transition. Still just on the outskirts of 1.1able. On potential for a 1.1. See what Sharky can do here. Nice Mullen. It's the Tetris. Okay, so 906 still in 26. Two more Tetrises before the max out. So just needs two more. Okay, more Tetris. So 808 at 221. A little bit of a rough left side though. Gets the bar. Needs a J for the left. Gets the J. Oh, that burn unfortunately is going to cost the 1.1, but that's still... Oh, it's going to be a... But still a nice max out there for Sharky. At A45. Yeah, that one single, I think once Sharky knew he took it, he was like, okay, yep, never mind. It's no 1.1.
Yeah, it was really going for that 1.1. And almost got it, just at the end the piece is not cooperating.
I mean, handled some really tricky pieces beautifully too. His transition, it was like a 480 transition, so it was very solid post-transition play. Yeah.
It was like, definitely below 500.
It was, yeah, 480, like 2 or 484. Very solid 19 play. Very solid. Yeah. GG, Sharky. Eliwa is ready. Just waiting for... I forgot the name of the score. All good. Unless someone predicted it. Sharky's been doing a really neat thing with stream recently where people are predicting the closest to the max out and getting named after, and really cool. Sharky is hovering 3. So let's count down game 3 then. Without further ado. And 3, 2, 1, Tetris! I really love and respect how Sharky does that. Keeps track of it for sessions. And I tried doing that once.
I didn't, and I'm not planning to.
It's a cool way to... It's cool. I mean,
I do sometimes think that it would have been cool to have like a massive sheet like that.
Like Nanu or...
Yeah, like Nanu.
T-Storm keeps track of a lot. I mean, I like numbers. I like looking at my numbers. I started a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I think numbers are pretty cool.
Sharky, a little bit of early dependency form there, but beautiful. Both didn't hold out for the L, and well, Sharky's good.
Bit of a rough start for Sharky, but
yeah.
Is able to set up cleanly now.
Doing everything properly. Eliwa though, just very solid start. A little bit of a spice, yeah. That T just. Bit of a tricky situation there for Sharky. Still able to get another Tetris to lower the stack.
Yeah, that was a very well-timed long bar.
Another piece or two and it would have been a completely different story, I think.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out for Sidnev. Thank you so much for taking the time from your day to do this and spend the time with me and everyone here. Very appreciated.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Ooh, a little bit of a miss last spin there for Sharky, but we'll be able to take some burns here. That's the LJ dependency. Gets the J, opens up the right side now. And gets the bar for the Tetris on the 169,000 points, but nice lead opening up for Eliwa. She just Tetrises the 227.
Eliwa with her best game yet. Hopefully that does continue.
But earlier, you'd like to see it definitely go to decider. The more Tetris you get, the better. I mean, I don't think anyone here who's actively wanting to watch Classic Tetris would be disappointed with getting a decider.
Ooh, nice pieces for Eliwa there, for the Tetris and the well transfer.
Sharky, the push down, was able to get a few extra long bars and get the stack build up just to take Tetrises to where the score lead is in his favor. But pace wise, this is neck and neck. Actually, a little bit in Eliwa's favor still. Beautiful line spin for Sharky and takes the Tetris to go to 309. Another Tetris 332 at 91 lines for Sharky. Beautiful adjustment there for that L. And another Tetris. Eliwa 307 through 84 lines, so still slight pace lead for her at this moment.
Very small though.
Sharky just hammering on the efficiency. Had a slow start and that Vits! Beautiful for Sharky.
Always love the Vits.
You can see just the love for it in his eyes. Sharky was just smiled a little when he saw the Vits. Was like, okay, we're doing this. Yeah, I mean you are a player who definitely loves setting up for Vits.
Yeah, I guess.
The third place match for at the DAS World Championships definitely amplifies that, even Tugi. That was I think an all-time classic in terms of fun Tetris matches. Nice Tetris there for Sharky. Does have to do a little bit more burning, but it's just like
nice
that.
burns.
Eliwa still has the pace lead though, actually almost the real lead. 457 for Sharky at 123 lines. Waiting for the bar, getting high. And Tetris here has one left. And Eliwa 453 takes the Tetris. Sharky transitions 506. If Sharky plays the post transition that he played in the last game, I'd be scared. But this is a tough situation for Sharky, able to take the Tetris.
This is gonna be tough for Sharky to get out of.
But gets the quick
nice.
tap. Sharky definitely more than capable of downstacking this.
Nice.
I mean, opens up the left side, just needs the J. Not getting the J. And couldn't quite, did not have full dash for, what was it, the S, so.
And Sharky pretty much clean again.
Eliwa, 5'11", 5'12", now in 19. And Sharky with the Tetris! Z. Yeah, it was Z. Couldn't tell, it was too long ago, my brain doesn't remember things. I guess Z makes sense for a J. Yeah, that was
Very good dig there by Sharky.
very, very beautiful play for Sharky. And Eliwa, her board's falling apart a little bit. Gonna have to stay calm.
The ZT route for Eliwa there.
He's doing it.
But
Oh no.
oh my god, those S's. More S's and T's and
Oh no, that game absolutely just punishing her there. So Sharky at 676 and 24 will get heart number 3 and will be moving on to your finals to play, Mark, just momentarily. So congratulations to Sharky, congratulations LYMYMI for making it this far, and thank you for participating. Hope you had fun, you played great, just unfortunate little RNG there.
Yeah, game not cooperating with LYMYMI at all today. Still well played, LYMYMI. No early top outs,
Yeah.
which is always impressive.
Of course, a smile on her face as well. Yeah. GG's, congrats Sharkies. Make sure you stay live as we will be going to the final scene just in a moment. So as you see, we have our finals matchup, Sharky and Mark Migas, and we'll be getting that to you in just a second. Just waiting for Mark to go back live, and then we can get this situated for the finals. Fresh Mark really quick. Live, and if not, goes live.
He said live in 5 minutes.
Okay. I said in chat. Yep. Okay. So I guess in the meantime, just give 5 minute break. People go refill water, get a drink, snack, whatever they wish for the finals.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Not a bad idea at all. Yeah, I guess both players are live, just getting situated there. But I guess we can also thank, of course, another one of our sponsors, Geek Tropical. They do have a new Tetris-inspired Hawaiian shirt run, which I guess I can show you really quick. At least one of the shirts. I actually do wear them over top a lot of my t-shirts now, so I have this one here. It is a Tetris themed Hawaiian shirt. They're really nice. Definitely can go back and yeah, you'll see their information pop up as well on the bottom of the screen from time to time. Definitely recommend supporting them. They have amazing products, and they're also, I've been around at CTWC this year, able to provide just wonderful atmosphere, wonderful people there, and just all around great. Both players, of course, are live. Sharky, still live after just an absolute nice win there against Aliwa. A little more. Feel free to get another game or two of warm-up in, of course. Mark saying, ready, good luck, have fun. Oh, very nice. And of course, a thank you, of course, to the ClassicTetris community for coming in for this today. Showing some love for our players, showing love, of course, for Jonas Neubauer. We miss him so much. All the support. Really means a lot to a lot of people in this community. And just having everyone here today is absolutely wonderful. And Sharky with the Hover 3, good luck, have fun. I think it's time that we count them down for game number 1 of this finals. Let's count them down for game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! And you notice that Mark has a 1.2 on the screen. Must have gotten that in between.
Yeah, just casually, no big deal.
Just casually with a 1.2. Absolutely crazy. Sharky with a little misdrop to start things off. It is Mark Migas. Turkey with a little bit of a suffer game here to start things off, but nothing too crazy.
Finally cleaned up. Mark also with some holes in his stack, so
Turkey
not too far behind.
Able to knock down the Tetris early on. It's getting tricky for Sharky. Definitely going to be quite a few burns, but nice.
He's just getting nothing for the overhangs he sets up, so unlucky.
Extremely unlucky situation for Sharky. Probably just be best to burn this to the ground and start fresh. I assume that's what he's going to do here. And yeah, beautifully setting up for the Tetris. Nice tuck of the S for the J. And Sharky, you know, taking a moment to get recomposed, but I think now he's going to find himself in the groove, and hopefully he'll start to see himself scoring more and more through 44 lines. Only just past 100,000 points to Mark's 155 at 46, so a little bit of a lead here for Mark at the moment about a Tetris but now you know, we'll see Sharky's push down and see how that impacts things going forward. No, Sharky is set up for another Tetris here, building off the left side a little. Gets the bar for the Tetris, goes to 265. Sharky sets up another one here. Mark, though, also set up for the Tetris. 265, but simul Tetris there, 288 to 273. Sharky with a slight lead. It does have to burn in row 3 at the moment. Yeah, row 3.
They're ahead in lines, so very close game.
Mark with the small pace lead, but a nice 2-row dirty Tetris for Sharky. Now going to 312. Both players want this. I mean, you know, these are two of the biggest, most prolific jazz players in the entire scene. I'd argue two of the best ever to play this play style. So this is a game for pride, for honor, for just means so much for both of them. Sharky, you know, unfortunately couldn't compete last year, just the scheduling conflicted and just was too much of an issue there, unfortunately. Definitely wants to make up, show, you know, what could have been and show what is truly the future of this play style. Effectively, you know, still kind of keeping pace with Mark, but Mark just ever so slightly ahead. And Sharky can be super efficient on 19, but Mark, I mean, we saw Mark open up 200,000 plus lead against DMJ on 19. And DMJ was just doing what he had to survive. So, you know, if you're in Sharky's shoes, you know what Mark can do. This might be a, you know, this might be pushing each other until that 230 plus line.
Oh, Sharky.
Oh, Sharky
Getting up dangerously high.
Needs a bar now. Oh, that's not gonna burn anything.
Just one piece too late. He's not out of it, but this is very tough.
Oh, and that's gonna be
it. Unfortunate.
As
Mark will be taking the first game.
warm-up is done in this finals. Ready for Mark. Hover 3 from Sharky. Let's count down game 2 then. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we are off to the races again for the second game here, friends. Sharky, you know what? Shake it off. Don't let it impact you. He knows. He knows what he's doing. Both these players have extensive competitive experience. I mean, Sharky, you know, playing at the highest level with Das. Semi-consistently. So does Mark. I mean, Mark's made Masters and Classic Tetris Monthly with Das in the rolling era.
I got a 1.2 qualifier, average of 2. Which is crazy with Das.
Ooh, but Mark getting high is gonna need...
Oh.
Pulling out for that bar, but the bar's not coming!
Needs
Oh,
the
but
bar.
gets the bar
Oh,
over!
what?
Near perfect control there for Mark.
Oh, he's still not out of it though. But this is so tough for Mark.
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah,
a...
won't be able to get out of it. Unfortunate.
Trading early top outs there, but that
So
Tetris...
Sharky, you are good for game 2.
That Tetris though. Absolute crazy Tetris. That is like... Wow. I thought it was over there. I thought. Yeah, how? That's like perfect.
Yeah, I had to keep the dash control and rotate the long bar at the perfect moment. But unfortunately, just not enough.
Well, both players are ready for game 3. What was once a best of 5 is now best of 3. Let's not count those first 2 games. I think it'll be best. So let's count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Like nothing even happened. No, they're just setting up the drama. No, you can't just... You can't just have 2 good games right after the start. You have to work up to them. Really get everyone into it. Sharky with a little bit of a tough board here. Definitely needs to be careful. Build out the left side a little more. Get some bar for the dirty Tetris. Sharky's gonna be fine. Opens up the hole in column 8. Looks like he's gonna go dirty in column 8. And gets the bar. Dirty Tetris for Sharky. Transfers the well. And now you see him shaking it off. And gets the bar for another Tetris. Now they go to 126,000. Now it's time for Sharky just to go full... Well, Sharky. Start building out, you know, the left side. Start getting into it. And Tetris for Sharky. Mark. You know, just keeping calm. You know, it's just this distinct difference between both players. And monthly Tetris. Yes, very excited 27 lines in. It is further than the last game made it in, so, you know, gotta take it when you can. Yeah, just a very, very fun game so far. Very fun semifinals. Ooh, Mark getting a little high on the right side. I have to take some nice burns, and that double with that T!
Ow. Oh my god. That was so good.
And doesn't even look phased. He's just like, yeah, I intentionally set up for that.
And Mark lean again. That L placement was so smart. Oh my god.
I didn't see that. I don't think most people would have like even come close to seeing that. What I do see is a little bit of an early lead for Sharky. Sitting at 275 through 68 lines. Takes the Tetris here, but Mark finally cleaned out. Is able to start scoring here. Opts to take a safe burn there. Keep the board actually kind of nice for parity as well. All around good decision making there for Mark. Nice little double there for Sharky to kind of clean off the roof of the stack. He's almost opened up all the way on the right side and gets the bar for the Tetris. 326, but 10 lines in the future, so neck and neck game. Late lead for Sharky.
Sharky with some very well timed long bars there. So gonna be able to continue his efficient play. Both players still about the same pace. So if we continue like this, it's gonna be decided by 19 play again.
100%. And that's what you want to see these two players, you know, two of the best 19 efficiency players on the planet, duke it out on that speed. You know, 18 to them, you know, it's been a little bit of a struggle, you know, the first two games, but you know, those are uncharacteristic. Sharky will have to do some burning here because that left side. Beautiful adjustment. Just unfortunate square timing. Now 14 lines left to the transition for Sharky. Just gonna be stuck with a few burns. Definitely not what you want to see, but not the end of the world by any means. Will allow for Mark though to take a little bit of a lead going into transition. 464 for Sharky. And actually can still get a Tetris before going on to the 19 speeds. 475 here, so Sharky will transition 490. Mark now in a little bit of the same situation that Sharky was in. 476, and Sharky takes another Tetris.
These pieces for Mark really not helping him. But looks like he's going to be able to get a clean before transition.
Yeah. Exactly what you love to see, kind of just what Sharky did, you know, got into a similar situation when Sharky did and got out of it just how like Sharky did. These players are just at each other's throats in this game.
And still 500k transition for Mark.
Yep. Just a slight lead at the transition for Mark than what Sharky was at, but you know, this is a little bit of a tough situation here. Gets some beautiful pieces. A third of the way up the stack. This is manageable, and Mark managing it beautifully. It's set up for a Tetris now in column 10. Gets the bar and knocks it down. While Sharky 605. A little bit of a high stack, but able to beautifully get a bar for the Tetris. And nice as flat, and Sharky, once again, doesn't have a build out left, but able to get the Tetris before building out the left. So this is kind of neck and neck still, line gap included. 100,000 point score lead, but you know, you have 17 line difference.
Oh, Mark set up for the Tetris, but if he doesn't get the long bar soon, this isn't looking good. Oh, Mark.
Oh no!
Ah.
That's unfortunate. Did everything right, just the bar didn't come. Oh, stack that dirty center well beautifully. Fortunately, you know, that was gonna be all it was. GG's. And Sharky 766 in 25 is good and gets heart number 2. Sharky trying to maybe maximize this post transition and get another max out at least. Max out.
Yeah, it's 5 burns.
Yep. They max out possible, but not easy. With those pieces, definitely not the end of the world. Oof. But he's doing it. He's gonna get. Oh, misses. Or can't complete the pole vault. 38, nothing to scoff at. I mean, very beautiful score. GG's. So we have a ready from Mark. Sharky just, I think, documenting the score, taking a breather. You know, up 2-1. Gonna be a good finals. Definitely, you want a decider. Everyone wants a decider, like I said earlier, but you know, it's gonna be tough. And we have the ready from Sharky, so let's count down game 4 in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And we are underway in this pivotal game 4. Sharky is, you know, in the lead. Mark has to be careful. The ball is not in his court in this game. Sharky has all the momentum in the world, can play a little safer here if he so wishes. Or if he wants to play aggressive, you know, has the runway. You have the two camps that, you know, show that either the aggression pay off or the safety can pay off. Because you know that it's fully, you know, your momentum. And you see it neck and neck for this first 20 or so lines. It all comes down to here. Sharky though, beautiful burns. And up Mark opting not to create the long bar dependency in the center of the stack. That would have been a pretty high spire. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting situation to see. This is still, I mean, separated by under 1,000 points. And nice quick tap there of the S for Sharky. Able to keep things clean, keep the board nice and slanted up on the left side.
Nice adjustment from Mark earlier with the S to accommodate for the J. Just those little things to keep your stack just that little bit more clean. They go a long way.
Yep, and that's how Mark, you know, is able to squeeze out all those 1.2s like he does. Mark absolutely trying to catch up a little. Is still, you know, within the realm of the game. About a Tetris behind when you account for pace. And another Tetris there for Mark. So 359 to 254, 100,000 point lead and a 9-line difference. So yeah, Sharky opening up a little bit of a lead here. Oh, but a misshift there, got a little bit into the game, I think, and just didn't fully have the piece locked in. But the pushdown probably thought it was a little late, but all good. Sharky going set up for this dirty Tetris and gets it! Absolutely, you know, beautiful move. Like I said earlier, you know, you might see Sharky do a few more aggressive things since he is ahead 2-1. Well, exactly what just
Mark
happened there.
not falling behind though. Oh.
Oh, another misdraw for Sharky.
Yeah, so Sharky will have to try to find a way out of this. In the meantime, Mark will be catching up.
Double T-spin set up for a second for Sharky.
Oh, and another misshift.
Not fatal by any means, but this is just, it's going to allow for Mark to kind of just take the lead and run with it. Nice quick tap there of the bar last second. And Sharky's
I was gonna say, like, it's not fatal, of course, but it's still very tough to get out of it. But Sharky managing it.
This is what makes the difference between a good DAS player and a fantastic DAS player. A lot of even good DAS players, you know, they can survive digs like this, but the fact that, you know, you don't see any change in Sharky's overall mental game or, you know, any nerves portraying through his face on that dig. And Mark, you know, always stoic while he plays. And Tetris there for Sharky into the transition. 465,000 points. Nice little adjustment there. They've taken the burn. And Tetris for Sharky, the 489. Mark does have 11 lines left and is pretty much, you know, has a slight pace lead here. And Sharky with the misdrop there. Unfortunate, but it's a nice square. Need something for that left side. Need something again, bar dependent in the middle. Sharky shaking his head a little bit. Gets a bar though. Oh, beautiful, beautiful DAS management for Sharky. Almost open out all the way.
And Sharky looks like gonna get out of this one too, just surviving this game.
But
and not too far behind Mark.
about 2 levels ahead right now, but you know, all that takes is Mark to get into a little bit of a dig and kind of be at even pace again. I mean, that was a very beautiful, you know, very beautiful survival from Sharky. But that's kind of the story of this game that we've been watching, is Sharky getting into tough situations and really solving it beautifully. And a nice S spin there. Opted not to put it what, 2-3 or 3-4, I can't quite remember, but paid off. You know, a little bit of aggression goes a long ways in terms of when you're battling kind of an uphill battle. A nice Tetris there for Sharky. Go with 633, Mark 628 and 22.
About the same difference still, which is not actually what you want to see, because as the levels are going up, the points. Oh, Sharky.
Oh, that's gonna be it for Sharky
Actually
at 630.
not gonna get out of this.
We have ourselves a decider. That's the best way to end the finals, though.
I would agree, yeah.
Kind of quite a few suffer games here, unfortunately, for both players. But this is, you know, if you have to pick a way for the game to end, or the match to end, the Game 5 decider, always the best way for that. Truly, you know, everything is on the line in this game. Every piece that you place matters. Every decision is oh so important. If you do have decider emotes, feel free to spam those in the chat if you wish. We have a hover 3 from Sharky. And the hover 3 from Mark. So let's count down this game 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris!
Sharky with the 13 start strats.
Well, you know, the scoring potential is higher.
Not higher than 18.
No. Unless you're super bad. No, I have not PB'd on a score lower than 18. Which is unfortunate.
I got my level 0 start PB from level 0.
No way. And Ryan, welcome in. Just in time for this Game 5 decider between Sharky and Mark. This is for all the marbles. Yes, the winner is literally just getting a handful of marbles that says congratulations. Spoiler alert. Sharky in a little bit of a tougher situation here. Gets the bar over, good, good, okay, and it's gonna open up the right side. You saw a little bit in his eyes, like, oh crap, this could be it. Which is kind of not typical for watching Sharky play.
Yeah, a bit of a scary situation there, but Sharky gonna get out of it.
Still really high. Oh, and it covers it up as soon as the bar comes. Ooh, this is tough. That left side is pretty high. Gets the bar though, gets another bar, and it's gonna burn off a single, and okay, gets the square to the left. This is good. Everything that you want to see. Good, gets the square over, and Sharky's gonna burn this down a little bit. Okay, this is much safer. I mean, that was...
those triples really gonna help.
Yeah. My hands were sweating from that. That was...
But because of that, Mark now does have a 4 Tetris lead. So Sharky gonna have to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, but Mark going with that, you know, dirty column 8.
It's looking pretty clean, but if he doesn't get the long bar, this could get ugly very quickly. Doesn't plug the
gets the bar!
J.
And gets
Doesn't
another
get the
one!
long bar though, and another.
2 Tetrises there for Mark.
Taking the risk, and it pays off.
Ooh. Sharky getting a little high up in the center of the stack now. Needs a J, doesn't get a J. That bar is going to be awful, and that's going to be it for Sharky.
No.
So Mark at 268,000, that'll be good. And takes the Tetris.
We'll take it.
And Mark is your
that's the finals.
winner.
So congrats to Mark.
Yeah. GG's. Unfortunate there in that last game. There's ever so important. You know, every piece.
Sharky for asking for an emergency best of 7.
I mean, more Tetris, you know, always great, but unfortunately, only a best of 5. But GG's, I mean, both of you, of course, will be receiving DMs from me. We'll figure something out for Mark being farther away. Maybe try to find a distributor for a trophy in Germany or somewhere over there. so it's I don't have to pay double the price of a trophy for shipping. But yeah, congratulations, Mark. I mean, absolute great run here. Sharky, same to you. I will also be DMing you soon, but yours will be a little easier to get to being in the US. But yeah, congratulations to both of you. It's been a blast. Yeah, of course, the pleasure of always. This is so great. Congratulations, Mark. And we're gonna go show some love to some more classic Tetris. Kim. I'll DM you. I'll DM you. And keep that in mind. So yes, congratulations to Mark.
Congrats to Mark again. And of course, congrats to Sharky too for making it all the way to the finals. That's not an easy feat.
Not at all. We're gonna go show some more love to more classic Tetris action, and of course, send this off with one final love you, miss you, mean it, Jonas. Really miss you, and we hope we make you proud with everything that we do here today. Thank you so much, everyone. Go show Grand Design some love on Classic Tetris League. We're all wonderful, and I appreciate all of you taking time out of your day just to show the community this love. Blah.